Hey everybody, I'm Ernie Johnson, and trick-or-treating door-to-door with me tonight are Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Happy Halloween, everybody. It's very
Trick or treat, give me something good to eat.
In this game, we'll see the Oklahoma City Thunder against the Los Angeles Clippers. For Los Angeles, they lost Game 1 in this matchup earlier this season. They'll see them 4 times in all, looking to even the series with a win tonight. And the ghouls and goblins are out as we're hosting here on Halloween night. Oh, that is very scary, Shaq. I see you decided not to dress for the occasion.
Well, when you're 7 feet and as sexy as I am, you don't need a costume. Plus, I took my kids trick-or-treating before I came here. Ernie, father duties.
Wow. I just remember the worst trick that I ever got in a bag.
Trick in the
on
bag?
Trick or treat. Yeah, it was the worst
trick in the bag.
The worst trick in the bag I've ever got. I opened up the candy thinking it was going to be filled with all kinds of great things. I opened it up and worms were inside.
Oh, that's horrible. That's
awesome.
a horrible story.
That's awesome.
That's a
Did you eat
terrible
them?
story.
It was horrible.
It's a very sad story.
It was hard. It was a trick in the bag.
What was your best costume?
My best costume probably when I was an adult. Me and my wife, Run DMC.
Oh.
I was Run. No, I was DMC. She was Run.
Yeah. How about you, Shaq? You never dress up for...
He's dressed for Halloween right now.
I'll give you a hint, Ernie. Oh.
What's that?
Chewbacca.
Oh. I didn't know that was Chewbacca's sound.
Oh.
I'm going trick-or-treating again this year as Ryan Gosling.
Oh.
Nice.
That'll do it for now. Thanks for tuning in. I don't need a costume.
You mean Ryan Giesling?
Always something going on here in LA, and there's always someone flying in to see it. Greetings, everyone. Hope you're all enjoying this. Happy Halloween. It's a special October 31st matchup in the NBA here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. A contest in the West. We'll see if the Los Angeles Clippers can deliver the goods here at home. Their last meeting was in Oklahoma City, where they were unable to fight off the Thunder.
And really, I thought what was the difference in that game? Offensive rebounding, or the lack thereof. A lot of one and done in that game.
Yeah, offensive rebounding to me is all about heart, the willingness to get in there and mix it up, do your work early, get to that inside position. And I didn't see any of that fight from them.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Ilyasova out there with Kyle Singler. Then there's Victor Oladipo. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Westbrook in at the point. Shot's good.
You know, as soon as he recognized the height mismatch, he immediately pulled up for the jumper.
And, Greg, that's just good basketball. Come on, good basketball there. Clean look from that range. He's got to take it.
Jordan sets the pick for Johnson. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Their last game a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
And in that game, guys, I mean, the beneficiary of what was some very lackluster defense being played against them.
Agreed, guys. It was really quite shocking and disappointing how many free runs to the hoop they got.
And Kyle Singler, basically a three-point marksman. He really lost minutes after the trade to the Thunder last season, a second-round pick by Detroit a few years back. He's always averaged over 20 minutes a game, but with the Thunder, he was kind of banished to the end of the bench, and his play reflected that.
Now, here's Oladipo, following the miss by Griffin. Passes it to Westbrook. Shot clock at 6. Kanter sets the pick for Westbrook. Shoots from the high post, and he knocks down the jumper.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending.
And talking about Kyle Singler last season, Greg, good point you made. You would have thought the trade to the Thunder would have given him more minutes. You know, Clark, they were looking for floor stretching options with Kevin Durant out.
Yeah, but so late in the season, he needed to learn all the schemes, get integrated with all the other players. Those are just a few reasons why he was rarely given the chance to make an impact.
And guys, Wesley Johnson, 4th overall pick back in the 2011 draft. Everyone thought he would have the jump shot to become a prolific scorer, and Clark, the length to defend at a high level.
Yeah, you know, in his rookie year, he averaged 9 points a game. Last year, his 5th, he averaged 10. I think it's to the point where he is what he is.
And he's good on the second.
You know, and getting back to Wesley Johnson, you kind of want to kidnap him and just chain him to a set of weights. I mean, he has all the natural ability in the world to be a difference maker, but he just lacks the strength to do anything with it. I mean, a voracious competitor in college. He's been relegated to marginal production at the pro level, and I really feel like a lot of it is because he physically struggles at times at this level.
Paul outside. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. And it's blocked, but they'll get another chance. Here's Griffin. Johnson for 3. Shot's good. Griffin making the play. The Thunder with the lead.
You know, on the topic of Wesley Johnson, I remember him in college. I remember the guy who took over games and even showed a certain toughness when he did it. He hasn't gotten to that point here in the pros, so he may soon be entering a crossroads in his career.
Singler, no good.
And you really thought that was going to be a gimme, but unable to convert.
Yeah, and a little self-talk, angry self-talk for himself after that miss.
The Thunder have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. There's a screen by Cantor. Westbrook passes to Cantor. And Oladipo kicks to Cantor. And Griffin sends it back. The dive for the ball. But they get it back. And the Thunder with possession. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Courtesy of the 2K leaderboard, here's a peek at the league's top scorers from a season ago. Russell Westbrook, number 1.
And he's not going to forget that season anytime soon. And it's safe to say neither will anyone who watched him.
Redick dishes to Jordan. He kicks to Johnson. And that one is hammered home.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
And Westbrook here.
Oh, wow.
It's a beautiful jam.
The crossover dribble can be so effective, Kevin. We saw why right there.
And it all led Clark to one sensational slam.
Tremendous ball handling, topped off by the finish.
And that replay sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one. And here is Los Angeles now, following the score by Oklahoma City. Here's Paul, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Paul's got his second bucket of the night.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
He dishes it to Griffin from the baseline. Singler with the rebound.
And he just hasn't been able to make anything this quarter.
And Oladipo, here we go. And they will call over the back on the play.
And that's his second foul already, and that's going to force him to tone down his aggression defensively.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Adams checked in. And here is Los Angeles now. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
Yeah, ran away with that game, mainly in part because of their offense.
Yeah, the ball movement and player movement, so crisp and sharp, and it led to a lot of high-quality shots for him.
Just 5 to shoot. Johnson gets the bucket. Johnson's got 8 points. Offense is what drives the Clippers, and they were fantastic at it last season. Easily one of the most exciting teams to watch with their high-flying and high-scoring act and #1 in terms of efficiency.
Yeah, and it's not just a flash for the Clippers on offense. You talked about their efficiency on the offensive end. Led the league in points scored per 100 possessions at 109.8.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Kevin, I was able to talk with Billy Donovan for a moment. I asked him how he was going to slow down Blake Griffin in this one, and he told me, any way we can. He went on to add that he didn't really have any one answer for Blake because he is such a dynamic player, adding, you see the dunks in the highlight reels, but he can hurt you in a lot of other ways as well. Really, we just have to throw everything we can his way. Guys?
And thanks for that story, Doris. That's good. 6 points for Chris Paul.
And how's that for the killer crossover? It's a thing of beauty. Yeah, it's got to be concerned with all the missed shots here. And every team goes through cold streaks. You just got to figure out a way to stay productive.
And the best way to do that when you're missing shots is to get to the foul line. Be aggressive, get to the foul line, and knock down some of those freebies, and the tide can turn for you. Well, look here at last year in the NBA where the Clippers ranked. Second in scoring, second in field goal percentage, and they were #2 in fewest turnovers. An outstanding job by this team taking care of the ball, squeezing the orange.
And you go back to their offensive output last season, they put points on the board in a big way, an entertaining style with a bevy of offensive weaponry.
And Mbah-a-Moute's checked in for the Clippers. Crawford comes in for J.J. Redick. Here's Adams. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Clippers leading by 3. Inside, here's Griffin. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam.
Wow, what a clever pass that time by Chris Paul.
Throws it up high and finished off by Oladipo.
Excellent communication between teammates on the alley-oop there.
And that's what you need to pull that off.
And you do. You have to have both ends of that play, and they were fantastic on that one.
Now here's Griffin. A 24-point outing in their last game against Dallas.
And how about the job he did rebounding as well, guys? I mean, just a dominant performance on the glass. Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
Certainly looks that way to me, partner. I mean, his energy level is ramped up. I think he's been terrific right from the opening tip.
And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Clippers.
Really some great drives to a basket here early on for these guys.
Something else they've been able to do so far tonight is earn those tough points in the paint.
On the free throw, no good.
And for Victor Oladipo, guys, last season you saw him continue to make strides in his game. He has the build to be one of the best guards in the league, and he's on the right track right now. Very excited for his future.
And the Clippers making a change here. Pierce is checked in. And then for Oklahoma City, Nick Collison's checked in for Ilyasova. Roberson comes in for Kyle Singler. And it's Payne in for Russell Westbrook. 6 on the shot clock. Oladipo goes in. Good. As you said about Oladipo, he has a bright future in this league after playing at Indiana, already stepping into the leader role with the Orlando Magic.
And what I like most about his game and the way he plays is that he contributes really in every facet. I'll use a baseball term. He's a 5'2". I mean, he really does a little bit of everything well, and he can make a big impact even when his shot isn't falling, be it on the glass with his passing or his defense.
The drive by Paul, and it's Pierce in the corner. Kept alive with the second effort, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
In a moment here, let's check out the numbers for Jordan. Coming off a terrific season. Averaged about 11 points a game, 15 rebounds and just over 2 blocks. And impressive numbers, no doubt. It's the kind of run we've come to expect from him.
Synergy. All elements working together. The game is coming easy to him right now.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Well, you look back on the Thunder last season, and the theme was injuries. Too many injuries to the bulk of their core.
And, you know, the big three, Durant, Westbrook, and Ibaka, all missed significant time. Only Westbrook of those three was able to finish the season.
Rivers, he's checked in for Paul. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And listen, those injuries really did the Thunder in. I mean, at no time during the season did they ever really get a chance to gel and play any stretch of games with their entire roster.
You know, every franchise will have a year that is just lost to injuries. I mean, it happens. The hard part of it for the Thunder is that it happened while so many of their stars are in their prime.
Kiwi Steven Adams, one of the toughest players down on the block.
And Kevin Adams is not afraid to get under somebody's skin. He's pretty strong defensively, too.
Spates checked in for the Clippers. He's off on the second.
And, you know, guys, that's one of the things I like about Adams. I mean, he'll draw the ire of opposing players just because of how he approaches the game.
That pushes it to double digits. And Ba'amute's got 7.
They haven't been able to stifle him defensively here.
No, to the contrary. They haven't provided much resistance at all. And in this game, you've got to play both ends of the floor. Yeah, and guys, Adams doesn't want to be known as a dirty player. I mean, I think he feels he plays aggressive and he hustles, and that sometimes rubs players the wrong way.
And Victor Oladipo, after a solid rookie campaign, really took it up a notch last season, even after missing Clark the first 9 games with that facial fracture.
I love this kid's gravitas. I mean, he's got a presence about him. His percentages improved across the board, field goal, 3-point free throws. But I like his work ethic and his confidence.
Now, here's Spates. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Dallas. Roberson the pass to Oladipo. Up and in for the basket, number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
Here's Mbamute. He has 7. Pierce. It's hauled in by Adams.
In talking about Victor Oladipo's improvement, a lot of it has to do with his work ethic. Also his pregame film studies, something his college coach absolutely raved about. And all of that showed up for him big time last season.
And here is Los Angeles now, leading by 5. Crawford kicks to Pierce. Pass to Spates. On the money from 12 feet away. Spates has got his first points of the night.
And you know, back to Oladipo, we always talk about 5-star phenoms coming out of high school. He was just a 3-star guy. He's had to work for everything he's gotten, and I think that serves him well. He's got a hunger and drive that you can't manufacture.
And this is his 3rd trip to the line tonight.
At about an 82% clip a season ago, so I'm sure he'll take those numbers.
Yeah, those were fine numbers he posted at the line. It was hard to find fault with anything he did from the stripe.
And you can tell they're just a little out of sync. I think he just wants to get everybody back on the same page.
Yeah, I like this timeout, Greg. I think it's a good one because it looks like they need a minute to talk things through here.
this break, let's show you the teams that led the league in assists last year. The Clippers third.
Just a gifted passing team. They play the kind of basketball that fans love to watch. Very unselfish and fluid offensively.
One shot. One shot.
And that one misses. We've got 1:48 left in the first quarter. Here's Adams. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Well, if you like offense, that's what you're getting here early on.
This has a little bit of playground feel to it, fellas. I mean, forget about defending. Just outscore the other team. Let it fly.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Yeah, nothing major. Not a huge advantage, but certainly a good sign for them going forward.
The shot no good. Clippers leading by 5. Rivers dishes to Crawford. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
And the game plan is clear. Work the ball inside.
And it's working for him, Greg. You like that initiative, not settling for stuff on the perimeter. Boy, for Jamal Crawford, guys, it's been a really good career. Not many guys can maintain his level of quickness after 15 years in the league. I mean, but last season, he finally started to show a little wear and tear.
Now here's Payne. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. They set the pick to the middle. Here's Oladipo, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. Well, you look at the roster of the Thunder from last year, Clark, they knew how to build from within.
Well, last season's roster, everybody but one player was either drafted or acquired via trade. That's a rare combo in the NBA.
And guys, for the Thunder, listen, they're not a big market team. They've had to make sacrifices with money to stay competitive. They do a terrific job with the limitations that small market presents.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
And, you know, as we've seen, success in the NBA can come in a lot of different packages. I mean, it can't happen without the big free agent signing or spending. It helps to draft a guy like Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook, for that matter.
Oklahoma City moving the ball around, and it's going to be a 3-second call. Here's Rivers. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Spates sets a screen. Rivers passes to Spates. He feeds it to Crawford. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Abamute kicks to Pierce. A baseline J. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net. Oladipo outside. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Clippers lead by 9. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And Blake Griffin grew up playing the game alongside his older brother. His dad was his coach, and he credits his brother for inspiring him to work at his craft. Well, talking about taking the right course, we know that the older brother of Blake Griffin, 3 years older, you know, he played, as did Blake, for their dad Tommy in high school, and they were terrific high school players and 4-time state champions.
I mean, it always helps to have a big brother who's kind of been there and done that and can share those experiences with you. It doesn't hurt to have a dad also who's a pro player either, and also a college coach.
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers. Guys?
Well, they've dictated tempo with their defense and been able to force some turnovers.
Yeah, and, they've also done a good job, Greg, on their end of the floor by not throwing the ball away.
On the floor for Oklahoma City, getting going here in the second quarter. Russell Westbrook out there with Roberson. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then it's Kyle Singler. And it's Ilyasova in at the four-man position.
Chris Paul has got that hot hand going.
Thunder trailing by 8. Outside Westbrook. Dishes to Ilyasova. The 3. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got 4 rebounds in this game. Feeds to Johnson. Right wing. Here's Griffin. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
Here's Paul following the basket by Russell Westbrook to the inside, and Redick kicks to Jordan. The feed to Paul. Back to Jordan. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 3 assists now in this one. Westbrook kicks to Singler. Back to Westbrook. And Griffin sends it back. Paul with the ball. An 11-point game for him in the win against Dallas.
And he also was a table setter in that game, Kevin. Just an amazing job with his passing. Just a joy to watch that.
Here's Griffin, and the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's his first foul.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Jordan kicks to Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. Nice D from Singler.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
A great assist. Nice work from Russell Westbrook.
Los Angeles leading by 8.
And Coach Doc Rivers wears multiple hats for this organization. Not only is he the head coach, but also in charge of all basketball operations. Really the leader in a lot of ways for this team.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
Paul outside. Kicks it to Redick. Johnson wide open. He fires. Again, Johnson missing. Thinking about Doc Rivers being a leader, he was like that on the floor, Clark, as well. You know that. You went against him.
A leader and a winner, no doubt about it. And there have been a lot of coaches that came from his old Celtics team. And of all of them, perhaps the least surprising is Doc Rivers for the reasons we just mentioned. Leader and coach on the floor. He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Los Angeles leading by 4. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Guys, this one is threatening to get really ugly.
It's Westbrook with the drive. Singler for 3. But he stays with it. Back to Westbrook. There's a screen by Kanter. On the wing, Singler. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Singler's got 6 in the quarter.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Paul's shot is off.
He hit a 3 in the first.
but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Singler, no good.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Now here's Redick, looking for his first basket still in this one. And here is Jordan. The pass to Paul. Jordan the screen. Griffin sets the screen for Paul. Three-pointer. Got a hand on it. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. McGarry's checked in for Oklahoma City. Westbrook against Paul. Fires from the line. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. And 11 points for Russell Westbrook. Clippers have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Redick dishes to Griffin. Pass to Johnson. And it's blocked. Singler passes to Westbrook. Now the dish to McGarry. Westbrook kicks to McGarry. Can't tie it up as that one misses. The Clippers in the lead. Ball outside. Here's Griffin. McGarry with the block. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Westbrook's got the ball. Ilyasova inside the line. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Jordan dishes to Redick. Jordan sets the pick for Redick. Back to Jordan. 6 to shoot. Jordan with a screen on Westbrook. Paul for 3, and that one's good. Paul's got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, because of Blake Griffin, the Clippers certainly known for their big dunks, he and DeAndre Jordan. But they can hurt you from long range, too. A lot of three-point threats on this team. And last year, they were 3rd in the league in three-point percentage.
Here's Roberson. He picked up 18 points in their last win against the Lakers.
Yeah, but I also thought the rebounding was impressive. He got some huge boards in that game.
Paul with the ball. Westbrook picks him up. To the paint. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line. For the Clippers, it's been a bit of a trend for them. They've been relying on the 3-ball more and more the last couple of years.
Yeah, and last season marked their 3rd straight year where the Clippers set a franchise record in threes. Also had a franchise record set for an individual as Redick hit 200 threes for the team.
Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Spates checked in for DeAndre Jordan. And Bahamute comes in for Johnson. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for J.J. Redick. And it's Rivers in for Paul. Now here's Payne. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Collison, good.
Boy, they're knocking down the long-range shots. A lot of those same shots they missed earlier in the first quarter. They still find themselves down here, but they're starting to make some headway into that deficit.
And watching Nick Collison, he makes all the hustle plays, all the little plays, the things that really will not show up in a score sheet, stat sheet. For over a decade, he's had that role and embraced it.
And Kevin, the other thing he does as a veteran is a coach knows what he's going to get. He doesn't make the mistakes that some players make. And while he's not going to be a great scorer in the post or a high-flying rim protector, his game really is built on intelligence and toughness. And so positioning for charges, making open mid-range jump shots, all the unsung things that help a team win games.
This is the list of last season's top shooters from the charity stripe. These guys were practically automatic. Take a look at Redick, one of the league's best, 3rd in free throw percentage. And, of course, Jamal Crawford. He's in that same group. Another player that shoots extremely well from the free throw line.
And how about the work both of them put in from the foul line? Just such a consistent, dependable performance from both.
And the Clippers making a change here. Pierce is checked in.
You know, on the topic of Nick Collison shooting, last season was his only real setback. Only shot 42% after having a career 54% shooting percentage. But he's up slightly in most other categories, especially the ones based on hustle and effort.
Now here's Adams, following the miss by Austin Rivers. McGarry kicks to Oladipo. Pulls up. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And Mba'amute has got his 3rd rebound on the night.
And when you talk about Nick Collison, every team needs someone like him. He's focused, unselfish. He's that hard-nosed big with just enough skill to bite you when you forget about it.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
Now here's Payne. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
All right, a chance to look at some stats for Oladipo. A very nice season for him last year. Last season, he averaged 18 points a game, 4 assists and 4 rebounds. And I think he's got to be pretty pleased with his outfit. And you know he's always looking to push himself.
Yeah, you know, really solid numbers across the board here, Greg. I mean, he contributes in a multitude of ways for this club.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
No good on that one.
And the Clippers not known for being an outside shooting team, but they take a large amount of deep mid-range 2s as well as their fair share of 3s.
And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. For the Clippers, you think of Lob City, and it's all dunks. But the reality is, Clark, as Greg was just talking about, that just isn't the case.
It really isn't. I mean, they also led the league in pull-up shots attempted by a wide margin, about 24 pull-up J's a game. They are absolutely stroking it from outside. I mean, textbook perfect. Good balance, nice high release, splash.
Now here's Crawford. He's coming off a 19-point game against Dallas. Well, it's definitely within striking distance now.
Yeah, but they've got to make each possession count on both sides of the floor.
Collison kicks to Adams. Passes it to Payne. A wide open look here for Oladipo. And Mitch McGarry is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Los Angeles leading by 4. Now here's Rivers. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. And the shot is good. Oklahoma City's gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. Collison with a screen on Crawford. Oladipo goes in. Adams right side. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Adams has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
Here's Rivers. It's Crawford on the wing. Crawford with another miss. Payne passes to McGarry. Collison kicks to Payne. There's a good screen. Oladipo dishes to Adams. He used that pick to get in close. Now just a 2-point Los Angeles lead.
Oh, terrific way to finish that move there, going to the basket.
Rivers kicks to Pierce. Oladipo against Crawford. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Crawford's got 5 points so far.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds. Yeah, looks like he saw some things out there that need to be adjusted, and it's going to take a break here and talk it over.
Hey, you know, coaches sometimes need a break in the action to rethink and retool a bit. Anytime you're in that situation, it makes sense to use the timeout.
take a look at how Oklahoma City ranked in the league last year. First in rebounding, first and second chance points, and they were one of the NBA's top 5 up-tempo teams. I mean, their pace of play really brisk. Only a few squads scored more on the fast break than they did.
And you touched on their rebounding, just prolific in that area. Tremendous energy and physicality when attacking the glass.
Now here's Payne. He's guarded by Rivers. Now Payne. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. 5 on the clock. Right wing. And Adams kicks to Oladipo. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
They're getting a bunch of their points outside of the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
The defense is just not closing out quick enough.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The kick out to Collison. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Crawford outside. Spates sets a screen. Here's Rivers. And a miss there on the triple.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here. It's the Thunder ending the second quarter with a massive 16-6 run. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Paul, how would you assess the team's performance on both sides of the ball thus far tonight?
Well, I thought we turned the ball a little bit. We didn't get back on defense. We just got to settle in defensively, rebound the ball, and get to a rhythm offense. I think we've been doing a well job of offense, moving the ball, but we got to settle in defensively.
Paul, thank you for the time. Guys, back to you.
All right, Doris, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow here on 2K Sports.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody, to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Hope you've been enjoying the excitement so far. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. Victor Oladipo putting in some incredible work. He had 13 points and 5 assists. Kenny, let's get your take on Oklahoma City.
Well, the reserves really came through when they needed a spark. This is a close game. Any points you can get from your bench are huge. I thought the bench guys came in and inserted themselves like they wanted a starting spot. And that's what you want. Subs who are ready to produce the moment they step on the floor.
And over to Shaq. Now your take on the Clippers.
Well, they faced an all-out aerial assault, bombs everywhere. But they're still in position to win this game. But they were bombed from deep all half long, Ernie. They need to revamp the perimeter approach on defense. They don't need to take everything away, but they got to make it harder.
Well, that's all for now, as it looks like the second half is just about ready to get started. Enjoy the rest of the game.
And welcome back to the second half of our Halloween broadcast. It's been a clinic by Chris Paul.
Yeah, you know, one of the things about the truly greats of our game is that sometimes you get spoiled because of how consistent they can be. And so far, another big scoring night for him.
And oftentimes when he puts up that many points in the first half, he follows it up with an even better second half. We'll see if that's the case here.
And the Thunder with the possession here. A 2-point game. Chris Paul and J.J. Redick are the guards. Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan, and it's Johnson in at the 3 slot. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers. Now here is Singler. Westbrook up top, 5 to shoot. Offline from the top of the key.
And who could forget the tear that Westbrook went on last season? I mean, after the All-Star break, it was just triple-double after triple-double for him.
Redick against Oladipo. Redick with the bucket. Redick's got it all tied up now for Los Angeles.
That mid-range jumper is just another one of his weapons.
Ilyasova sets a screen for Westbrook. He kicks it to Ilyasova. And it's Griffin with the rebound. Griffin's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Greg, for Westbrook, as you were talking about him, the triple-double stretch included 4 in a row. He had 6 triple-doubles, Clark, in 8 games. He was sensational.
Yeah, it really was, Kevin. And what's even more amazing was that he was very close to a triple-double, even on the nights he didn't get one. Man, he's a guy who showed you what it means to carry a team.
That is good.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Now here's Ilyasova, looking for his first basket still in this one. He dishes it to Singler. Oklahoma City moving the ball around, shoots from the elbow, and there's Ilyasova on the assist by Singler.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
Ball outside. Goes up the baseline. That's tipped, and it's out of bounds. And they say last touch by Griffin. Oklahoma City's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark, shooting the 3-ball well. Here's Cantor. Hot loose off the pick and hammers it home.
And guys, that's one of the more basic plays in anybody's playbook, but not to mention also truly one of the best.
And Greg, the pick frees him up, and Clark, the dunk, caps it off.
Well, you know, for me, guys, it's all about positioning and anticipation on those screen plays, and they got it right there.
Here's Jordan, and he uses the glass on the layup. Jordan's got 6.
Guys, he's actually indefatigable. He never gives in, never gives up on a play, and that's what it takes to be a great offensive rebounder. You've got to be relentless.
And stolen by Jordan. Paul with the ball. Westbrook picks him up. Paul passes to Griffin. He feeds it to Redick. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin. Redick's got 4 points this quarter.
And those are 2 teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation. I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feel.
Here's Redick following the basket by Russell Westbrook. The drive by Paul. No good. Good D by Westbrook. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Pass to Singler. Oladipo against Redick. Shot clock at 3. 11 feet away. Rebound by the Clippers. Griffin's got 4 rebounds in this game. Dishes it to Paul. Redick with a screen on Westbrook. And the wide open shot from Redick. The shot is off. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. And Oladipo kicks to Westbrook. To the middle. Here's Cantor. Up and in on the layup. Cantor's got 8 points.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
There's got to be a wall of defense when it comes to attacking the paint. Plain and simple.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And guys, anytime it's real tight, you're looking for something that could be potentially a momentum builder.